Hi, so good morning. This is Teacher Felbert, the Sanctuary of Holy Stumble podcast, alright? So I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker. I'm occasionally into acting and I freelance as internal and external auditor. Alright, there. In my past videos, I spoke about myself, as a Montessorian, as a Montessori teacher. Yeah, because I finished professional education in Novi Montessori and afforded my professional teacher's license, and I used to teach in the college as well. Okay, so I taught in the college for 3 years. I did work in Montessori Filipino, teaching practical math to a mix of regular normal kids and kids with special needs. Okay, so well, I would always say that I'm proud to have come from La Salle School in Mindanao. Okay, La Salle University of Zamas. Finished basic accountancy, but I'm so enamored at I'm enamored at me graduated from Montessori, so that technically made me a Montessorian. Okay, so a couple of days ago, I spoke about Montessori as a way of life. Okay, such as about Montessori being an educational institution. Okay, so I'd grade that it's not just an elitist school for kindergarten. Okay, so truth of the matter is Maria Montessori founded her first Montessori school in Salamo, Italy. All right, so there. So, well, as I also made mention about Montessori as a method. Okay, so right now Montessori is used to treat dementia. Okay, so there and uh, right now I'd like to believe that Montessori is indeed a way of life. Okay, non-sectarian. Okay, so I'd rather be spiritual. Okay, than being too religious. That sometimes if you are religious and you are associated with a particular church, you kind of like capitalize all the church all the time. Okay, so not the God that you believe there is with you. Okay, so there. And what is that? Okay. Montessori as a way of life. Okay, so Montessori as a way of life. It's like drumming the human spirit to find your strength. To find your strength, your core, your truth. Okay, so how about that? Okay, so Montessori teachers are all the time to help you tighten your strength. Okay, it's the same way as NBA stars, PBA basketball players cannot play balls. Okay, without having coaches. Okay, so there. So I'd like to talk about Montessori as a way of life, right? So it's like saying that. I'm not actually trying to figure it out like Montessori to be a religion, okay? Because having been able to actually find yourself, okay, finding yourself from among all these ambiguities, because what you call this, because from all these ambiguities, because you thought you're good at this, but actually your strength is really just that given passion. So it's like self-expression, right? So there, okay. So I have to tell you this because there are people that really capitalize religious sects, okay? Religion for that matter, okay? Not spirituality, okay? In Montessori, when you're actually trying to live who you are, okay? Your core, your strength, then you are actually exercising spirituality as much as you kind of like live yourself, who you are, your core, your strength. your truth. Okay? Okay, so there. So I'd like to tell you this, okay? Montessori as a way of life is like, well, a river is not a river, okay? You're not scaffolded, okay? There's not something you allow a human being to like, become himself or herself. You don't actually scaffold, okay? You actually just like they're in the periphery, actually hovering. Okay, so like if you see a particular human being kind of like uh, not trying to follow who he is, then that's when the time you actually tell the particular human being that, oh come on, you're actually not who you are, you're not living who you are, you're not actually trying to maximize your, well, what you call this, you're not trying to actually maximize your god-given talents, gifts, okay, so there. So what else? So Montessori is non-sectarian. Montessori is, well, when you put up like a Montessori school is like set up whether it's a non-profit or a stock corporation. Okay, most of them are actually stock corporation. Okay, so not about not like churches that are happy all the time because they are given the privilege to be non-stock non-profits. Okay, churches are businesses. I'm sorry to say this, but they are also registered as non-profits. Okay, so well, the reason why I don't like to be associated in a church or in a particular church because well, they kind of like do pigeonholing. Okay, they do not want a gay man to be happy. Okay, you can be gay, but you cannot engage into a sexual activity with a gay person as well or with the same sex. How pathetic is that? So, kayo lang ang masaya, gano'n? Okay. So well, we should always remember that, the ones that actually wrote the Bible are actually just human beings. So they can be also like, perceive it otherwise, okay? So there, and yeah, churches that are imposing tithes, a little percentage and all that. So why is that? Okay, tithing is actually just giving, when you give to your friends and family, for example, your nieces and nephews. So it's an extension of like actually tithing is. Why do I need to tithe in a particular church and that money just goes to the founders of the church, not really to people, You every time you give a tithe, actually it's not evidenced by a norm, but you are a non-stock non-profit business. Okay, so that's not fair enough to actually kind of like pigeonhole people that you guys, your churches have gods when there's only one God anyway. But you quarrel from each other. You quarrel from each other, destroy each other, so it would come up better. Okay, so that's not fair for you guys to actually try to inculcate people that you guys should, follow the Bible, and then you try to kind of like tell us gay men that we should not engage in sexual activity with same sex. Okay, so why is that? Okay, so of course it's kasalanan. Do you think it's not kasalanan when myself get engaged into a sexual activity with a woman? Okay, so imbis na tamod ang lalabas, di ba? Ang lalabas ay suka. Suka. Okay? So that's pathetic of you guys trying to pigeonhole that you guys are just, you want to be happy and, and discriminate as gay men. That's pathetic of you guys. Okay? And the tithing, please. Okay? You evidence all your tithes with official receipts and then sometime I will kind of respect you. That's all. Okay? So imagine evidencing tithes with official receipts, then BIR for that matter, because BIR is a regulating body, you get audited by them. Okay? But you churches do not do that. You churches do not actually issue official receipts for all the tithes that have been given to you. Alright? So I do random acts of kindness anyway. And well, when I say random acts of kindness to people that I know, to my family and friends, so when I give, that's kind of an extension of like tithing that are supposed to be just done in the church, because you think that tithes are like holy and tithing is a holy thing. That what makes it holy is because it's done in your church. And it's the only thing that you guys are really actually praying for a lot. Yeah, and you guys should kind of like, you should not You should not capitalize your church because until such a time that you do not quarrel from each other and you do not destroy each one to make someone better or to make a particular church better than anyone, than any particular church, then I would respect you for that. Okay, so what else? Yeah, actually, I think that what makes it holy is because it's inculcated in the church. Otherwise, all those random acts of kindness that we people do, helping family and friends, helping strangers for that matter, that's actually kind of tithing as well. Okay? There, and what else? Well, I know you churches. You churches are registered as non-stock non-profit. Okay, you get regulated by Securities and Exchange Commission. You get regulated by barangay of an LGU of jurisdiction, and of course BIR, and of course you have official receipts. But all those tithes that are being given to you are not actually evidenced by official receipts. Okay, it's not with the other stock corporations or even non-stock corporations. They kind of like issue official receipts in lieu of all the monies that we well, go to their banks, right? But you guys do not do that. Wow, pathetic. Okay. What else? Yeah, yeah. You guys as non-stock profits. Okay, you are exempt from VAT and income tax. Imagine you are free, or you are exempt from a 12% VAT, and you are exempt from you're exempt from income tax, which happens to be like around 25%, and you're supposed to be doing mandatory withholding taxes and remit him. There are churches that actually kind of like withhold taxes but not remit to the BIR. Okay, so how is that? So because God lives there in your church, and that's why you're like that. Oh, pathetic you guys are. Okay, so what else? Yeah, and well, you behave like that all the time, and you behave since that time immemorial. Then I remain to behave like this. No, not really like actually disrespecting you guys, but I'm actually telling the truth. Okay, so telling the truth is not actually disrespecting. Okay, telling the truth is actually like shaking you up and wake you up and letting you realize that what you're doing is not actually all right. Yeah. So there. So you guys should realize that you are not the only people in the universe that kind of like think that you guys are pigeonholing churchgoers. Okay? Okay. So gender equality. Okay, gender equality, accept that. Okay, I am gay, I cannot go to your church, and your church cannot make me man enough to marry a woman because that's blasphemous of me. Okay, so there. What else? And yeah, come on, I'm gonna see you too this afternoon. Okay, because I missed you already. Okay, so there. This is Teacher Felbert again on Sanctuary for the Stumble Podcast. I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, I'm a filmmaker, a freelance as internal and external auditor. Okay, so calling your honors, please, free Jade Castro now. Okay, thank you. I love you, Jade. Bye bye.